Alright, if you've ever played a sport, I mean any sport, you know this feeling. The pressure starts to build, one little mistake feels like the end of the world, and all of a sudden the fun is, well, it's just gone. Today, we're going to dive into this really powerful psychological shift. You can think of it as a mental manifesto for tennis, but honestly, it's for any competition you'll ever face.
I mean, it's a feeling we all know, right? You're in the zone, playing great, and then one bad shot, one lost point, and boom, your whole mental game just completely collapses. So why? Why does that one little moment have so much power over us? It's a question that really gets to the very heart of what it means to compete.
And here's the answer. Now, fair warning, it might sound totally wrong at first. This is the core idea from Stoic philosophy that we're going to unpack today. It's this pretty radical notion that the final outcome, the win or the loss, is actually the one thing you shouldn't be focused on at all. Crazy, right?
Okay, so let's talk about that trap, because it is a trap. We're all just conditioned to tie every single one of our emotions to the final score. But here's the thing, and it's a big one. The score is just packed with things we have absolutely zero influence over, and that's where all the frustration starts to creep in.
And listen, this isn't just about us weekend warriors out there. Just think about a top pro, someone like Shelton. The guy is a phenomenal player, no question. But even he is going to face opponents who, on that one particular day, are simply playing better, hitting better shots. So, does that mean he's a bad player? No way. Of course not. It's just the reality of the game.
So, if we can't control the outcome, then what's left? What can we control? Well, this brings us to the central, most important principle of this whole mindset, what's called the dichotomy of control. And it's all about a simple but super powerful separation, figuring out what's in your power versus what's not.
And this is where it all just clicks into place. Look, on one side, you've got everything we obsess about, right? The score, how good your opponent is, those lucky bounces, their incredible shots. All of it is completely, 100% out of our hands. But on the other side, that's where you find your effort, the shots you spend hours and hours practicing, and maybe most importantly, your reaction to what happens out there. That is your entire world. That's where you have absolute, total control.
So here's the crucial point. Let's be really clear about this. The Stoic mindset isn't about not caring. Not at all. It's about caring intensely, like really intensely about the right things. It's about learning to accept the stuff you can't control, and then pouring every ounce of your mental and physical energy into the stuff you can.
Okay, so that all sounds great in theory, right? But what does it actually look like in practice? How do we take this whole philosophy from just an idea and bring it onto the court? Well, it means you've got to create a brand new game plan, one that's built entirely on what you and only you can control.
And the mental cue for this? It's actually incredibly simple. It's a mantra you just repeat to yourself over and over. Play your game. That's it. It's not win this point. It's not don't mess this up. It's just play your game. That phrase becomes your anchor, the thing that brings you right back to what really matters.
And playing your game isn't some fuzzy, vague idea. No, it's made up of concrete, actionable things you have specifically trained for. I mean, think about it. Hitting with high clearance over the net, putting heavy spin on the ball, using those drop shots and slices you've practiced 1,000 times. See, the goal isn't for every single shot to be a perfect winner. The goal is simply to execute the shots you trained to execute.
And this quote really nails the commitment. Your drop shot might not work this one time, okay? But that doesn't mean you just abandon it. The new goal is to trust your training. You keep doing it because you practiced it. The real value is found in executing your plan, not in the result of any single attempt.
So this whole shift in focus, it means we basically have to redefine our internal scoreboard. We have to finally deal with that harsh inner critic, the one that just loves to pipe up every single time we make a mistake.
We've all been there. You miss a shot that feels super easy, and that little voice in your head just screams, I suck. It's immediate, it's brutal, it's a terrible feeling. But this new mindset, it actually gives us the tools to fight back against that voice using pure logic.
So let's do a quick reality check, right? First off, even the absolute greatest players, guys like Novak, Djokovic, they make mistakes. It's just part of the game. Second, those bad shots, they do not define you as a player. What defines you are your consistent, normal plays, the ones you do over and over again. And finally, what about when your opponent hits an amazing shot? Hey, you just appreciate it. Tip your cap. They earned that point. It is not a personal failure on your part. This right here, this is your new self-affirmation. It completely reframes how you see your own worth. You are not the sum of your errors. You are the sum of your consistent effort and your occasional awesome plays. You move on from the bad shots and get ready for the very next point.
Now, when you start putting all of these pieces together, something really amazing starts to happen. You actually forge a new identity for yourself. You're no longer just a player desperately trying to win. You become what we're calling a stoic competitor.
And here's the code for that new identity. It's simple. You focus on your effort, not the score. You accept that luck is just part of the game. You respect your opponent. You aim for consistency, not some impossible idea of perfection. And maybe, just maybe, the most important part of all, you find the joy in the process again. The simple enjoyment of playing your game. And really, that's what this whole thing is about. When you finally let go of the stuff you can't control, all that pressure, it just evaporates. The point isn't to become some perfect, flawless robot out there. It's to rediscover the reason you started playing in the first place, just to enjoy it. So I'm going to leave you with this one thought. Take this off the court for a second, look at your work, your life, your relationships. In the middle of all the noise and all the chaos, what is the one thing you truly actually control? Because focusing your energy right there, well, that's how you really, truly win.